In this video, we're going to answer the question, is it possible to lose weight and even get shredded simply by walking and nothing else? The answer is yes. So thank you so much for watching. No. Now in a moment, I'm going to give you all the information you need to lose that weight and get absolutely shredded going into this summer. But first, this channel is growing rapidly. I'm currently sitting on 114 subscribers and I am planning to hit the big 115 before the end of this year. So if you can assist me in doing that, hit that subscribe button right now, click the like button, write a nice comment. Thank you very much. Let's get into the content. So when I first began my training journey and got into the hashtag lean life movement, I was under the impression that HIIT training was the way forward. And always do 15 or 20 minutes of interval sprints at the end of each workout. Over time, I watched my body change. It became more aesthetically pleasing. I felt lighter, so it was definitely working. But I would feel fucking hammered the next morning. I did some sort of upper body workout followed by sprints. Leg training was the next day. I'd wake up with sore legs in the morning, maybe a sore upper body too. Sore legs in the morning is not a good way to start leg day, so that became a problem for me, and that was when I started to think about things a little bit more long term. And thinking more long term also meant thinking smarter. My issue in the past with steady state cardio was always that it was so time consuming. You would see steady state cardio plans and it would say 45 minutes incline walking, 30 minutes incline walking. And in my head, I was thinking, well, if I can just bash out 15 minutes at the end of a workout, that sounds a lot nicer. That's why I was always leaning towards the HIIT training. But then one day I realized something. Wait a minute. I walk outside of the gym more than I sprint outside of the gym. I walk to the supermarket, I walk to my job, I walk to my bedroom, I walk when I want to meet my friends. The only time that I was sprinting was when I don't listen to my body throughout the day and I'm desperate to get home because there's something coming out. I need to hit that toilet. I realized that maybe I could use that walking to my advantage. Let's first of all distinguish the difference between dedicated cardio and daily activity. Now it's very simple. Dedicated cardio is when you get on a treadmill and you set yourself a target or a program, 45 minutes on an incline. And daily activity is everything you do outside of the gym. Walking to your job, walking to school, walking to the supermarket. Obviously there are more aspects that we should consider, but for this video it's going to be focused on the walking aspect. And whilst dedicated cardio should certainly have its place in your program, for most people, manipulating that daily activity is a very effective way of starting that weight loss journey. So maybe if you're at a plateau right now and you're watching this video and you're thinking, eating well, training hard, but I'm not quite losing weight, maybe this is a good little piece of information for you. So what should we do if we're looking to start that lean life movement? First thing you should do is think about this. Everybody knows about maintenance calories. Your maintenance calories are the amount of calories that you should consume throughout the day, which are going to keep your body mass at the same level. So if your weight's not fluctuating and you're eating roughly the same amount of calories each day, they're your maintenance calories. So obviously then we can reduce those calories, a calorie deficit, which in theory should help us to lose weight, or we can increase those calories, a calorie surplus, which would help us gain some weight. Well, this is a new term. I honestly don't know if anyone's come up with this term, but I call it maintenance activity. And what I mean by maintenance activity is pretty much every smartphone nowadays, or a smartwatch if you've got one of those, has a step tracker in. If you're in a situation where you're not losing weight, you're not gaining weight, but you want to lose some weight, have a look at that average daily step count and use that as your maintenance activity level. So let's say that's 6,000 steps per day. It doesn't matter how accurate your phone is or the watch is. If your watch is reading 6,000 steps a day, maybe that's 5,500, but it's the same amount of steps. So use that as your guide. Now, we've got that daily average. So question of the day. If we want to reduce our weight, what should we do? Maintenance activity level, deficit or surplus? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was a trick question. Whilst we work in a calorie deficit, we want to be working towards an activity surplus. The way I like to think of it is this. You had a car and you drove the exact same journey to work every day, and you figured out the exact right amount of gasoline to put in that car. Every morning, for some reason, you've got a load of gasoline in your garage. Fill that car up with just enough that you know is going to get you to work and back. Now imagine one day you need to nip to the post office because your ex-wife has sent you some divorce divorce papers. I need you to sign for them. You've been at work all day. Your car's been at work all day. So on the way home, you need to divert 15 minutes out of the way to go to the post office to pick up those divorce papers so you can sign them, get that monster out of your life and finally be who you are. Imagine in that morning, not knowing that you needed to take that diversion, you put the exact right amount of gasoline into your car. Ah, shit, but I need to go 15 more minutes out of the way. What am I going to do? There's the problem. The car's going to break down. You're going to be stuck on the side of that road. You're going to be married to that monster forever. Luckily, the body is much smarter than a car. We have those fat reserves, probably the ones that you want to get rid of. So let's think of it like this. Putting the exact same amount of calories into our body every single day, but instead of driving the car, walking the exact same distance, we're going to set ourselves a target and walk a little further. This isn't going to the gym and walking on a treadmill for 30 minutes. This is just increasing those average daily steps. Let me give you an example. When I was in Japan, I used to get a short bus down the road. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to walk it. You know why? Because the company were reimbursing my travel anyway. So I was like, well, if I don't actually get on that bus, it's just free money in my pocket. I can get my step count up. It's not a big deal walking 10 minutes down the road. It can skip this lazy option and I can put that extra work in. You drive to work every day and there is a space right next to your building. Ignore it. Park up here. Park up here. Maybe it's a 5-minute walk into the office, 5-minute walk back from the office. We're increasing that daily activity. So how much should you be aiming to increase it by? Let's keep it simple. So your average at the moment is 5,000. You don't need to change anything else. You don't need to change your workout plan, your diet right now. Just aim to do 6,000 or 7,000, even better. See how that goes for a couple of weeks. And if you can, try to continue to build that up. Introduce dedicated cardio days. For me right now, I'm on a 3-day split. Sometimes I do an upper lower 2-day split. I always end that split, whether it be 3 days, day 4, or 2 days, day 3, with a dedicated cardio day. That's a day where primarily I'm in there getting those steps in. Maybe I get 5 kilometers in, just walking on an incline, listen to some music, do something I enjoy. The point being, before my daily average might have been 6,000 per day, I've just bashed out 5,000 in 1 hour. So that's going to make my weekly goal far more achievable. So what's the overall idea here, Bobby? Well, the overall idea here is there's a strong misconception that losing weight is all about starving yourself, and it's really not. Another misconception that losing weight is all about cardio, which it's really not. I like to call it the Holy Trinity. You've got your training, your nutrition and your daily activity. And what you need to do is find the right balance between all these things so that you're moving towards your goals successfully. Once you increase your daily activity, which won't be enough to get absolutely shredded, then you can introduce your cardio days, your training intensity, your nutritional approach. Instead of just trying to change everything at once, you're building yourself a long-term sustainable lifestyle where once you achieve your goals, you can maintain them. And who doesn't want that? I hope you've enjoyed the content. I hope you found some value in the information. As always, social media is so important nowadays. I want you to follow me. I want you to send me nice messages. I want you to leave really nice comments on my pictures. Do not leave any fucking aggressive shit. Just delete that. I hate those dickers and I'll block you. So it's a waste of your time and an inconvenience for me. Instagram at pt.bobbyt. Facebook pt.bobbyt. Hit me up on the YouTubes. Like, subscribe. Bell, don't know what it means. Don't know what the bell is. If you know what it is, hit the bell. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.